Hi you guys. I just wanted to come and make a quick video and talk about my experience delivering with Postmates. So Postmates is essentially a food delivery service. It's a competitor to like DoorDash and Uber Eats and yeah, other services like that. So I delivered for a couple of hours here and there, I'll say about 3 or 4 hours. Not very consistent every day, but I just want to talk about my experience and let you know if I would recommend Postmates for just delivery driving, just as a side hustle in general. If you know anything about me, I am on a financial freedom future. I'm always looking for side hustles as well as ways to supplement my income. So let's dive right in. The first thing I would like to say about Postmates, and I'll go off of the pros and cons, of course. So the pros of deliver for Postmates, it's good side money. It's definitely a side hustle. It's a way to supplement your income. There are some people who do it full time, but for most people like me who have a full-time job, it's always good to have something to do. So it's definitely decent side hustle money. You don't have any people who get in your car like Lyft or Uber. You are delivering food and dropping it off. So if you have like a phobia of people riding in your car and you're not ready to take that leap or that jump to work for Lyft or Uber, this is definitely something I would recommend for you to get into first prior to taking that leap. Another wonderful thing about that is that you are very independent and you work for yourself. You set your own schedule. You just clock in and clock out through your app. So you don't have like a direct boss who's telling you what to do or anything like that. And you also get to earn tips through Postmates, and you keep 100% of the tips that you earn. There is a fee that the people who order the food pay for, but Postmates, they do get a cut of that, and then you get the remainder. But all tips, you get 100%. It's all yours, and it's just a great way to meet people. Like I said, when you're driving around and you don't want to have like people in your car when you drop off your food, if you just say like please and thank you, or just grab a couple extra condiments and make sure like the order's correct prior to leaving the restaurant. That definitely goes a long way. You can earn really good amount of money in tips. The cons of Postmates are like, the first one is definitely that your car will smell like food. Like your car will smell like an incubator of food all all the time. So I mean, if you don't mind it, it's cool. Like I didn't mind it for a minute, and then it started to get to me. I found that as far as like the rate that Postmates pay, it's not worth it. I don't know if it's my market and how saturated it is, or the type of orders that I was getting, but essentially this is how it works. So the app will, if they see that you're logged in, they'll contact you. You will have to drive to the restaurant. They don't pay you for that. And then you have to wait for your food to be ready, and most times it's not ready, and you have to sit there and you have to wait for the food. They don't pay you for that. And then you drive to the person's house who ordered the food, and they'll essentially pay you for that. And then the person who is receiving the food will might tip you. They may or they might not tip you. It's 100% up to them, of course. But I seen that I drove one time about 10 to 15 miles just all around the city, and you'll make like $3 or $4. Like it just wasn't worth it for me. It just wasn't worth it for me. So I don't know if I would recommend it just based on that alone. You also have to drive long distances, like I said, so that's not fantastic. That's not amazing. And you could also get lost going to your destination if you're not really familiar with the area. So if you have to like go into apartment complexes sometimes you'll have to like put in a code, or it won't directly take you to like the door. So all that can be a little bit tricky and sometimes complicated, especially if you are going to a place where it's like a high rise. So that's definitely not that great. And then what I found is that there can be a long wait, because it's definitely based on demand. So there can be long waits between orders. So you could be, delivering, and you just don't get an order for about, 10 to 15 minutes after you drop off your last one. Overall, would I recommend Postmates as a side hustle? I personally would not recommend it for myself. Like, I'm no longer doing Postmates, just because the main reasons of my car smells like food, like an incubator of food all the time. The pay is not worth it. The driving and the getting lost and trying to find someone, and I don't like it. And then the pay is it's just not to my, like, it's not what I had expected. I thought you would make at least, a good amount. Like, if they would pay you for like leaving your destination and going to pick up the food, and pay you for wait time for those restaurants, because the restaurants are paying for the service. So if they would like pay for that, as well as paying for you to drive like to the client's house to drop off the food, like, I feel like that would be worth it a lot more. But just paying to seriously just go from one part of the restaurant to, or go from the restaurant to the person's house, like, it's not worth it. So I would not recommend this as a side hustle. As a matter of fact, I have stopped doing it. What I would recommend instead, believe it or not, is Lyft and Uber. Like, I was a little weirded out at first. I'm not going to lie. Like, I had applied to be a Lyft and an Uber driver, and I literally had like everything that I needed to drive, and I did not for many weeks, just because I was so scared of like having people in my car, and what if people are weird. But it's actually really cool. It's really chill. It's a good experience. Lately I haven't been having the best experience with Lyft, just because they recently cut their wages, and they did it in a way where they made it sound like they're doing you a favor, because it's like now they pay you to go to pick up the person and take them to their destination, but they've cut so much. Like, yesterday I did a hour drive and I only got like about $28. No, I don't know where they do that at, but that's besides the point. But that is what I would recommend. I would definitely recommend Uber if you can get qualified for Uber. You get paid more. You still get the perks of earning extra income, but and then again, you don't have to smell like food. And most of the people that get in your car, they're generally really nice. Like, if you're a people person and you don't mind talking to people and just kind of providing like that good customer service, if you're really chill and easy to talk to, you'll be fine. And even if you're not, you're fine too, because not everyone who gets in your car want to talk, but it's cool. It's cool. So that's my review, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, definitely reach out to me, and let me know if you do a side hustle and how it's been going for you. And we can definitely kind of share and see how that goes. Have a great day. Bye-bye.